When me and Chavis met, we were 8 years old. I had moved from South Carolina to North Carolina, and we lived across the street from each other. I hung out with mostly boys, so most of the time I was trying to either beat them or do something better than them. So as we got older in high school, every time he'd get a girlfriend and I'd get a boyfriend, we'd go on double dates together. And then whenever I had kids, our kids would hang out together.
Me and Kandra first met, I believe it was in 4th grade, on the playground actually. Back then I was just trying to flirt. She was a little wild-head child. But as the years went on, we became closer and closer. We ended up having a bunch of classes together in middle school, writing notes back and forth. I tried to holler in middle school. I wrote a note. She shut me down. And then we just kept it as friendly. Got into high school, we both had our own relationships. She was a cheerleader, I was an athlete. We just always remained in contact all the way through school. And then after school, we actually went to prom together. She was pregnant, we didn't know it. She was pregnant with her first child. We went to prom together, had a good time and everything, but we were still just strictly friends. And then later on in life, we both had kids and everything was both coming out of a relationship. Once we just realized we had both just lost somebody. And we just connected. We connected at that point.
After we both got out of a relationship, we just started spending more time together. And we decided that we would be more than friends. And we dated for almost a year. And on our first family vacation, we went to the beach for the 4th of July.
Got into a relationship, didn't realize where it was gonna go to. But after a time period, we realized this is what we really wanted. She had her doubts. She thought I was a certain type of way. But eventually convinced her otherwise. Ended up moving in together. At the end of October of last year, my first time moving out on my own, so I had to learn things that she already knew. But then it was just a good time. We went through our ups and downs, and skipped forward a couple months. We went through a little rough patch where I made some mistakes and everything, but then she began to slowly forgive me, and I just told myself that before we ever done anything else or anything, I wanted to make it official. So at the beach, I decided, just on the whim, that I was gonna propose.
On the day that Chavis proposed to me, it was our second day at the beach. We got all the kids in, got everybody bathed, laid them down, so we were gonna watch a movie. And we was just sitting on the bed.
Like, we was literally sitting there. We've been sitting there on the bed, and I was just like, I didn't want to waste no more time.
He asked me if I was sure that I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life, and I said yes. And then I looked and he had a ring.
So after that, proposed to her in a, as you could say, exotic type of way.
So of course I said yes, and the timing was very awkward because we was just in the middle of the hotel room, just standing there in pajamas. But I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Ever since then, we got back from the beach and we found out we was having a little one. It was a shock to both of us because we had both said we was gonna wait till after being married and everything before we was gonna attempt to have a family. But we got our little blessing. It's gonna be a little girl, supposed to be born in April. And our wedding is supposed to be in August of next year. So just looking forward to spending the rest of my life with my woman.